There is nothing more beautiful to me than a morning at the beach. Right after the sun has risen, it's finally broken past that little canopy of clouds right on that horizon line. Took a little bit longer this morning for that sun to peek out, but it has definitely peeked out now and is shining brightly, and that makes me happy. Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitch Hiking Yeti here. Cheers. I have my coffee this morning from Magic Beans in Carolina Beach because my other coffee shops on my way here was not open quite yet. Magic Beans were open. Stopped in, got me some coffee, and it is very, very hot coffee, let me tell you. Oh yeah, boy, that'll burn your goozle. So today on tap, we're going to do a little bit of updating around Carolina Beach. We got this thing called Flytrap on parade, which it ain't a real parade. It's just these art structures. There are 8 of them scattered around Carolina Beach. And there's also one outside of Carolina Beach technically because it's down here at the Fort Fisher Museum or Welcome Center, but it's on the inside and the museum is not open right now, so I cannot show you that one. But I do want to go see if we can track down a couple of them. I know there's one at the town hall because I actually seen it a few days ago because I was there getting some money out of the cash points right there, and I seen it and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool, and I looked into it. And somebody else, like on the same day, sent me a message or comment telling me about it also. So I thought it would be kind of fun to go look at a few of them today on this very beautiful morning before I leave town. And we have us a new rainbow bridge being constructed or painted over by the lake, Carolina Beach Lake. We're going to check that out. And I've always liked the rainbow bridge. Ever since I seen my first rainbow bridge up in Chimney Rock area or Lake Lure, used to be called the Flowering Bridge up there. I went up there about a year ago, and that was one of the neatest things I've ever seen. If you're an animal lover, like for dogs and so on and so forth, a lot of people takes the collars of their animals after the animal has died or deceased, and they put it on the rainbow bridge, and you know they have like a little legend that goes along with it. The rainbow bridge is actually how the dogs get to their heaven. They walk across the rainbow bridge. I don't know if this rainbow bridge is actually intended for that or not. I would imagine it is. There is a lot of animal lovers in Wilmington and Carolina Beach, and right in this area, there is a lot of animal lovers here. And that's one thing I love about this area is there are so many people out walking their dogs, and everybody loves their animals, and it's a part of their family. And I think a lot of people can kind of, you know, it resonates with people when you have a community like that, especially if you're an animal lover. So that's kind of what my plan is today. Might do a few more little updates on a few other little places, but all in all, that's our main goal today. Rainbow Bridge, and check out some of these Venus Flytrap parade sculptures. I want to show you some of them because some artists worked very hard to make these, and they look amazing from the pictures that I've seen. I've not really seen but one in person, so let's go have a good time this morning, enjoy our coffee, and just see what we can get into on this beautiful, glorious morning here on Pleasure Island. Look at that sun. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome. And you know we can't start things off down this way without at least going over here and just taking a peek into the Batcave. All right. So unfortunately, there will be no Batcave dwelling today. We will not be walking through the Batcave. I peeked into the Batcave. I was taking you in there with me. And lo and behold, there's one, maybe 2 people in there sleeping. Totally, they got a shirt hanging up on one of the branches that somebody pruned probably. And I'm like, yeah, you just keep on sleeping. I did not wake anybody up. I was being very quiet, but yeah, I just thought that I'd just leave. I was like, just stay right there and sleep well, my friend. Don't know who those people were. Possibly homeless, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they went out last night and had too many. And that's where they decided to sleep. Who knows? That's life sometime. We have to do the Batcave another day. But maybe somebody cleaned it up too well when they was here visiting on their vacation. And somebody walked in there and thought, man, look at this. This thing's cleaned up. Somebody took some shears to the inside of this canopy, and I might just stake claim to it and relax a little bit and get a little shut-eye. It happens. And I may or may not know who did that. Maybe. All right, it was not me. Somebody that maybe views this channel, they thought that was a good idea, you know, and they did it in favor of me, I think, because, you know, I do come down here from time to time in my videos, so I think that's a very sweet gesture. It just worked better than what they thought it was probably going to work because now there are people in there sleeping. Okay, that being said, let's carry on. Let's enjoy our coffee. I just want to X that memory out of my brain right now. I hate walking in there and people's in there sleeping. God, that's so embarrassing. But let's make our way on down toward the Carolina Beach area, and let's get back on the task at hand and do some updates on some things. All right, now I've made my way down here to the Oceaneer Motel. It's a motel that's been here in Carolina Beach for many, many years. Closed down about a year or so ago, and now it's been going through some renovations for quite a while now, and it looks like they're getting really close to finishing things up. Look at this, man. They actually got some charging stations out here. If you have an electric car that needs charging when you stay here, you just plug it up right there. Pretty cool. They did have some fencing and so forth out here, like some construction walls and fencing up. All of that has been removed. They still have their dumpster out here, but looks like it's really coming along. I want to kind of walk over here and take a little peek at the swimming pool area to see what's going on. I really like this. That looks nice, man. I mean, this place is really being gutted and fixed up, and I'm really digging this little motel. I love little motels like this. Give people maybe a little cheaper, you know, thing. Oh yeah, that's nice. That pool's been completely redone. Now they moved some fencing around it, you know, to keep people out from swimming, obviously. But oh my goodness, even the bottom of the pool, I don't know if you can see it. It has something like maybe the name of the hotel is in the bottom of the pool. I wonder if we can get up on one of these where I can see like from a higher vantage point. Yeah, this is nice. Heck yeah. Look at this railing, the steps. This ain't the cheap stuff neither. Yeah, they made this thing good, man. Kind of just give you see if we can see what's down in that pool. They got some kind of label. We might just go up to the third floor where we can really get a good view of what's in the bottom of that swimming pool, because it could be the name of the hotel. That's what it kind of looks like. But man, on the third floor, look at this view you have. Look at that. That is nice. Some palm trees that lines it. Oh my goodness. So it is definitely still going to be called the Oceaneer, because look in the bottom of the pool. That's what I was trying to see. It actually says the Oceaneer Hotel, not motel, but hotel is in the bottom. So there we go. It will not be called Dale and Candy's. I don't know why that keeps showing up on Google. But yeah, this is awesome. Let's walk on down here to the end. Yeah, this is nice. Man, if you're right down here in this room, you're going to have an awesome view. Look at that. Come out here in the morning, brew you up some coffee, some Java. You just have a nice view. Look at that nice little patio down below us there. Sure they're going to have some lounge chairs or something. Nice little wooden walkway out to the beach. Definitely might want to call this place in the future. Brand new, pretty much. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's carry on. Make our way down to the Carolina Beach Lake area and see if we can find one of these Venus Flytrap statues. Go check out the Rainbow Bridge too. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Bones. Have you seen any Venus Flytraps around here? I've been searching for Venus Flytraps. You've not seen any? None? My gosh. That's quite the fish you have right there, by the way. You know, that's pretty awesome. Have yourself a good day. Take care now. Bye-bye then. It's a local. All right, now I made my way down here to the Carolina Beach Lake, which is a pretty popular backdrop for a lot of openings of my videos right here on Veterans Island, which has a population explosion. There are geese everywhere out here this morning. And they also have some ducks over here. The ducks are about to get fed, it looks like, by a local. But the reason we're here today is because just across the lake here, you have a bridge over here that takes you over this little spot. And then there's another little wooden bridge right over here, right there in that area. That's where we're headed to. And that is where I think the Rainbow Bridge is located at. So let's go check it out and see if anyone has put any deceased dog collars on it, because that's what you kind of do on a Rainbow Bridge. I think that's what they're going to do here. I'm not sure yet. This thing is brand spanking new, but normally that's what you do on a Rainbow Bridge. It's like a place for remembrance for deceased loved animals. All right, I've made my way across Carolina Beach Lake now to this other little island right here. I actually love this swing right here. This is a great, cool little shaded spot in the early morning hours to come out here and just take it easy and take it all in your mornings. Maybe drink a coffee. Really is awesome. All right, this is the location of the new Rainbow Bridge here in CB. This is it. I do not see any dog collars or anything like that. Normally people on Rainbow Bridges, you know, there's a little legend that goes along with the Rainbow Bridge, is kind of how animals make it to the other side after they're deceased. That's kind of the story goes. I learned that because last year I went up to Lake Lure and did a video, and I went to the Flowering Bridge up there, which was gorgeous. It is so sad that Hurricane Helene just destroyed and wiped all that stuff off the map, including the Rainbow Bridge. It was destroyed also, totally gone. And I will put a link down in the description below of my original visit to Lake Lure, and then I will put my Hurricane Helene video of what it looked like afterwards. It was unbelievable. But all in all, that up there, when you went up there and visited, they had like just dog collars and stuff all along like the railing on both sides of the bridge. They had a little sign, and I don't know if Carolina Beach would do that, or if they're even going to use this bridge for that. I have no idea. I just know a little bit of information that I've seen online about where that seemed like that was the direction they're going. This is a dog animal type of a community. There's a lot of dog owners here, so I could totally see them doing it. And being the reasoning why, I also know this is June, so this is Pride Month also. So I don't know if that's what this is for, but from all my indications that I've seen, this is going to be more of a Rainbow Bridge for the animals, to celebrate deceased animals' lives. So we'll see. I just want to throw this out there and let you know this is here because it looks pretty awesome, actually. But as I was saying, the one on Lake Lure, they actually had a little sign out here that stated what Rainbow Bridge was and how the whole mythos behind it went. And I always thought that was really cool. They also had a little bucket on each side up there, and you could like paint a rock up or something. People would take like a rock and they would paint it, and then they would put like their animal's name on it and the day the animal died, and that was like a little keepsake place. If they didn't have a collar or whatnot, they would place that in that bucket, and other people would come by and, like, you know, read the names, look at everything and stuff like that. So it was a really cool spot. A very popular touristy thing to see when you was up there was the Rainbow Bridge. It's been on different websites and like little news articles about the Rainbow Bridge. And when Hurricane Helene happened last year, you know, and you started seeing pictures and stuff, you knew that thing was gone. And sure enough, it was. When I went up there, it was completely destroyed, washed away. You couldn't even tell it was there. So it was pretty sad to see. But all in all, I just wanted to give a little shout out to this. You know, people worked on it and painted it and got it all fixed up. And I think it really does look good. The colors are extremely bright. Matter of fact, there's some ladies out here running around the lake this morning, and they stopped and asked me if I would take a few photos of them standing on the bridge, and I did so. So they seem pretty excited to have their picture made right here on the new painted Rainbow Bridge here at the Carolina Beach Lake. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way on over to the downtown area and see if we can finally track down some of these Venus Flytrap sculptures, part of the Flytrap Parade, celebrating 100 years of Carolina Beach. Centennial celebration. All right, right here is Michelangelo's Pizza, and directly across the street from Michelangelo's is the location that I bought my coffee this morning. Right there it is, Magic Beans Coffee Shop. Just wanted to give them a little plug. Really enjoyed their coffee today. It was really tasty this morning. All right, now I've made my way over here to the Courtyard by Marriott. They're supposed to be one of these Flytrap art pieces here. So we're gonna head inside because I do not see it outside. So we're gonna go inside and see if we can track it down. Okay, here we are at the Marriott. I just walked inside. It's right here next to their coffee bar area. You can find this Flytrap right here, very nicely decorated Flytrap. But this is kind of what we're dealing with. I know it's a little, there we go. It was a little backlit there, but look at this. This is so cool, man. The artwork and everything, very beautiful. But if you're staying here at the Marriott, it's very easy to see when you come into the main check-in area. Right there is the front door. Right over here is where you do your check-in. And then I guess each Flytrap must have a little information about it, the artists and stuff like that, and kind of what it's all about. So, and then they got like different little pictures along here, you know, that I guess they kind of pulled inspiration from maybe. And they just took a lot of this artwork and then transferred it over to the Flytrap itself. So this is part of the Flytrap Parade celebration, 100 years, centennial year here in Carolina Beach. Pretty daggone cool. Really like this stuff. Really awesome. Let's go see if we can find another one. I think there's one right here on the boardwalk. It's really easy to get to also. Okay, so now I made my way over here to the boardwalk. Right here is the giant wheel here in Carolina Beach. And this is Hurricane Alley. It's a little bar area here that you can get some food and have some drinks, have a nice little upstairs seating area. Well, they also have one of these Venus Flytrap on Parade designs here at their establishment, but unfortunately, it must be inside. And I'm starting to wonder if most of these are going to be inside, because the only one I've seen outside with my own eyes yet has been the one at the town hall. So I'm going to show you the one at the town hall just because I don't know how many of these I can actually show today. I think most of these are going to be indoors, strangely enough. But they are really pretty. Some of them are very pretty. That one we just looked at Marriott, and I've been looking at the photos online, you know, on the map that they have out. But they're really nice. But some of you might be wondering why the Venus Flytrap. Why did they pick the Venus Flytrap? Oh man, that wind feels good. To be a part of the 100 celebration and have this like parade. You can go around the aisle and look at these cool, colorful Venus Flytraps. Each one of them has a story that the artist himself actually put with the Venus Flytrap because of the artwork that they decorated it with. It's because the Venus Flytraps, this is its native habitat. This is where you can find them in the entire world. They only grow about 70 miles away in like a circular, you know, perimeter or whatnot of Wilmington. The Venus Flytrap is native here. You can't find them anywhere else in the world unless somebody planted it there. So, but this is like their home. This is where they come from. This is where you find them in the wild. So, and definitely we're going to go over into the Carolina Beach State Park, and I'm going to show you where to go find some real Venus Flytraps and other carnivore plants. But, and that's really, really cool. And right here this time of the morning is probably a really good thing, because maybe the bugs and mosquitoes are not out yet, because I have not sprayed myself down with any kind of off. So we're going to go back there and see what we can do. But I did want to just take a moment, come over here and look at the line for Britt's Donuts this morning. Yeah, we're about 15 minutes away. People are lined up and ready to get themselves some hot Brits Donuts. Okay, let's continue on with our fly trap hunting. All right, now I made my way up here to Lake Park Boulevard. And right across the street here is Bowman Seafood Restaurant, which is not open this season. Have they finally closed the doors on that place? My mom absolutely loves Bowman Seafood. She will be very saddened when she comes down here at some time over this summer, and I got to break the bad news when she says, I want to go to Bowman's. And I'm going to say, you can't because it's not open, mother. She's not going to be very happy. But the reason I stopped over here is because right here, this is called Proximity. This is the new apartment complex here in Carolina Beach. It's, you know, they've been building over the last year or so. A lot of people did not like this development locally because they was afraid what it was going to do to, you know, population of town. This town's always very full in the summer months. But the reason I want to stop over here because of this restaurant right here. It's called K38 Baja Grill. And it's been open for, I think, a month or more, give or take. And last time I did an update, it was open when I was showing you like around town and things, it was new and stuff. And I just completely missed this one. My apologies. So we're just going to fit it into today. Look at this outdoor seating that they have. Very nice. Looks like that maybe they got some kind of a fire pit over here. That would be kind of cool in the evening hours, especially maybe as wintertime comes and fall. A little bit of hot in the summer. Little area right here, little seating area. Maybe that's like a bar or something where they can just serve you drinks right there. That's really nice. Got some indoor seating. So don't forget about this place. Me and my wife is still yet to try the K38 Baja Grill, but I'm sure it will eventually happen because we like trying anything and everything that is new for the most part, especially if you put the word Baja in it or, you know, something cool like that. We'll definitely go check it out. So just wanted to show you this real quick before we carry on to our next location to see if we can find at least one more of these Venus Flytrap artistic renditions. Okay, so this one is really, really easy. Right here in front of these 3 flagpoles, you will find this Venus Flytrap sculpture. This was the one that I knew about because I go to the cash points located right over here. And they have a little information right here of this one. It says Life on Venus. It's got the artist's name. We got some QR codes on there for Island Arts Council, which is who is kind of responsible for these artistic Venus flytraps. And then we have the 100-year centennial, and we have Island Women. So this one's really cool. Have a lot of sea life on here. So you got that's a frog. There's a cute little seahorse. I think we go on the back of this one, have a nice little turtle. We have some birds. Yeah, right there's the turtle. I like that turtle. It looks like a tattoo. It's kind of cool. Kind of makes me think of Maui from the movie Moana that my little niece watches like 100 times a day. I feel like every time I turn around, she's got that movie on. And of course, we got us an alligator also. Okay, let's go see what else we can get to. I'm going to take you on back now to Carolina Beach State Park. Now I'm going to show you where you can possibly find some real Venus flytraps, amongst other carnivorous or carnivorous plants, and so on and so forth. Because it's starting to get hot out here. It's about time to wrap it up and go get some breakfast for me and my wife, that's for sure. That's coffee for me, maybe a muffin for her, who knows. But let's get her rolling. All right, I am so glad I stopped. This right here is the visitor center. As you can see right here comes a park worker pulling in. But this road right here, this is a State Park Road. This is how you come in to the Carolina Beach State Park. And this right here is the visitor center. And they have a Venus Flytrap art piece here that we can view. And it's not indoors. We can actually see it right out here on this nice porch. Nice. I love it. I really thought this was going to be inside. I thought most of them was, but this in here's outside too, so it's kind of exciting. Looks kind of like a watermelon. So that's what that reminds me of. I'm a big fan of watermelon, so you know that's what come to my brain when I seen like this is the inside of the watermelon. It's kind of split open. Like nice hot summer day. Big fan. What's the name of this one? Dining with Friends. Yeah, dining with friends. That is kind of crazy because look at the bottom down here. Have a fly right here. What he don't know is he's about to meet his demise. He sure is. He is about to go in there because it smells so good. And then this mouth area is going to go whop. Gotcha. And then swallow him whole. That's how that works. And on the back, look at these pitcher plants. This is another type of carnivore plant that I know I can show you these. Now the Venus Flytrap itself, sometimes they're hard to see because they're so small back there. But this right here is a plant there's always an abundance of. And it's actually like 3D. It's actually designed where it sticks out. So yeah, man, that is pretty awesome. This right here is probably my favorite one. Oh, there's a really good. Now this is exactly what we're going to see here in a minute of a pitcher plant. Yeah, so see the bugs actually smell the nectar down in here, and then they go in, and then it's like boom, gotcha, and then it's over, game over, flawless victory. All right, there's another what do you call them, dragonflies. Let me tell you something. The other day, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was dragonfly mating season, but those things were swarming in my backyard. I just finished mowing and I was walking across my backyard, and I mean, man, they was like 20. I'm not exaggerating. Scout's honor. I was never in a Boy Scout, but still, you know what I'm saying. I promise you, it was crazy how many of these things were like all over each other. I felt like I was in Florida again. It was love bug season. You had like love bugs just all over each other. That's what it felt like, but it was just dragonflies. So bizarre. All right, I'm doing it. I have made it back here to the Flytrap Trail here in Carolina Beach State Park. And you can see right there's some Venus Flytrap action right there. Right there's some more if I stop the glare. And right there is the yellow pitcher plants. So I'm going to walk you back down this trail, and hopefully the mosquitoes will be nice to me. Sometimes the mosquitoes does not like the hitchhiking Yeti. It's true. It can be brutal. It's after 8 o'clock, which makes me a little nervous. If you get out here early, it's not too bad. But the thing is, there's not a lot of wind back here, and you have a lot of water, standing water in different areas. It's kind of swampy in places back here. So the mosquitoes love that. But so far, so good. I've actually made it across the first little wooden walkway. And nothing is in my ear, nothing is buzzing around. So maybe if we don't talk too loud, everything will be okay. Good news. We don't have that far to walk because it is very, very close to the entrance we just used for the trail. If you go on the opposite side, the trail is like a loop. It's a little bit further to get where I'm taking you then. But yeah. Okay. Let's continue on, and hopefully we don't run across any kind of copperheads. Okay, so you do not have to walk very far. The parking lot is just right over here. I'll walk down this pathway right here, and then I take a right and go down here to this little wood platform. You can keep going straight to continue on the Flytrap Trail. But I just wanted to make it easier for you if you do decide to come down here. And I cannot believe not one mosquito this morning. Zero. Now there is a little breeze back here, so that might be helping a little bit with the bugs. But as you can see, there is an abundance of the yellow pitcher plants. I mean, check that out. That is so cool. Oh, look at that fly. Oh, he's brave. He's brave. You got them over there. So like little patches of them everywhere. And this time of year in June, early June, they're awesome. Oh, we have a taker. We have a taker. Look at that little dude right there. He's wanting it. Other bugs over here. Oh man, they are dancing with the devil right now, completely. But unfortunately, one thing that I don't seem to be able to show you today is the Venus flytraps themselves. Because last year I did a video and I actually came down here and I found, I think, 2 plants, Venus flytraps right here in this area. But this year, for whatever reason, there's more vegetation. It seems thicker and they're small. So unless I went rooting around down in this stuff, which I really don't want to do, I'm not really seeing any. And I think last year there was one like, oh, I just found one. Unbelievable. I just found one right there. See if we can get down in there. Let me see if I can just zoom. I have to put my hand down there. You see him right there? Right there is a fly trap. It's a young one though. But nonetheless, right there's a fly trap. Right there it is. That's about as low as I can go, but you can see it. And then there's another one right here. Look, I put the camera on it now. I can find them. How crazy is that? But there you go. So the fly traps are alive and well. I was kind of worried because when I come down here, I was thinking, hey, I'm going to show these fly traps off. And I kind of scouted the area out a little bit before I walked up there and show you guys how to get down here. And I couldn't find them. I was kind of bummed. I was like, oh man, I come all the way down here. I'm not going to be able to show anything. But we found them. We found 2 separate ones. But you see how small they are, right? So with all that growth and vegetation, it can be, you really have to be looking. Like really looking. And see, I'm always looking for the pink or the red on the inside of its like mouth. And those were, I guess they're so young, the redness is not bright enough. So I was just kind of missing them. And they're very small. And you know, if you look at the picture over there I showed you earlier, and actually sometimes they have like this little white flower looking thing like sprout coming on. I've never seen that before out of these. I don't know if it's just the wrong time of year or whatnot when I'm here checking them out, but yeah, I did see a park ranger just walk through here. Wonder what he's up to. I bet he could take you on a nice fly trap. Well, I bet he knows where every plant is on this entire trail, because surely they're just not right here. I've only ever seen them right here, but the fly trap trail is pretty extensive. It just walks out across there. I don't know if you can see him, but the park ranger is out there walking around on the trail itself. I don't know what he's doing though, but yeah, he's out there checking something. He's been over looking at something, you know, talking to somebody on a walkie-talkie maybe. I don't know. All in all, I gotta say I'm really excited, happy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I had a great time today hanging out. Always like updating you, my friends here of the channel, of updated stuff here at Carolina Beach. It's always a lot of fun. Really do appreciate you. Thank you all for watching. If you have not started following me on Instagram, please do so. I have something that I'm going to be doing in the future, kind of a Q&A type of a vlog. And I would like to get some of you guys questions of things that you might want to ask me. It can be pretty much anything, you know. Ask me. Sometimes I get questions from people like, you know, why did you start YouTube? How did you start YouTube? What do you use? What kind of camera do you use? I get stuff like that all the time. And I thought I would just kind of do a vlog at some point over the summer when we get some questions in, and send them to me on Instagram for sure. You can do email. I don't check email quite that often, to be honest with you, but I do kind of go through my Instagram a little bit more normal. I check comments on YouTube every day, but I didn't know if I wanted to have a bunch of people putting questions in comments or not. Thought it might be a little bit easier for me to sift through everything and compile everything on Instagram. So Hitchhiking Yeti Instagram, go check it out if you have the Instagram app. If not, you can always just, you know, email me or whatnot, Hitchhiking Yeti. So yeah, that's just a thought, something, little plan, little idea I had in my head. Definitely go over to Instagram and get that done. Put some questions in for me. I'd love to answer them, and just make a vlog just about us, this community. So I think it'd be a lot of fun. So all that being said, my friends, I am done today. I hope you enjoyed today's video as always. Until next time, I am the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you at my next adventure. That is some real wilderness out there. I bet you could walk out through there and see a deer or two. That's for sure. All right, gang. As always, y'all stay safe. And I hope to see you all again soon. Rest in peace, flies. Rest in peace.